Here's Art and Danny once again, and today I want to discuss some features from Battlefield Hardline, of which I really hope will make it into Battlefield 1 and the upcoming game Battlefield 2018. And before you grab your pitchforks and go on a bit of a witch hunt after us, it's worth bearing in mind that both myself and Danny have differing opinions over Battlefield Hardline, but both agree that the game had some great ideas and additions that could really improve Battlefield 1 and make other upcoming Battlefield titles better and even more fun to play. And in addition to that, it's not like DICE hasn't taken anything from Visceral in the past. Take for example the high tick rate servers or minimap and hit marker changes. Anyway, without much further talk, let's start off with the ammo and health pickups. Don't you just hate it when a support or medic doesn't give you anything when you ask for it? Why not grab it directly from your teammates? It could be balanced out that the useless monkey doesn't earn any points, and that it maybe only gives 50% health and one magazine, but it's definitely better than nothing. Also, it would be great if the flag assets med boxes could return from 1942, and they'd be enabled when you own the flag. It would also be great if they introduced the kill counter above your ammo count. As someone who often plays with guns to at least get a certain amount of kills, this would definitely help me out. It would also help you being able to track assignments or missions. Being able to defuse and pick up stuff like claymores as any class, and maybe even when you're on a ladder. DICE has this thing for verticality. It was definitely involved in Battlefield 4, with maybe one easily defendable lift or ladder per roof. They did some of the same in Battlefield 1, with the biggest and worst example being the balcony on Ballroom Blitz, 3 easily defendable ladders when you can put a claymore nearby, or a tripwire mine, and when someone tries to climb up, there's basically no chance. You either die directly or trigger the tripwire and get shot in the face, since the exploding thing and some damage in the kill feed would always alert the camping recon or people around him. Same as for shooting it with your gun, there's no way of getting stealthy to the useless camper and grab them by the dog tags. It would also allow for better stealth and better ways to counter campers. In addition to this, one of the upcoming specializations allows the recon to see everyone within 15 meters of an exploding claymore. This would be a good counter for that, when you're careful. Next up is the gun bench. While it shouldn't be as crazy as in Battlefield Hardline with all the neon pink colours and whatnot, some more tactical patterns could be a nice addition, with 50 shades of grey and of course green. It could also include a simple test range, something that many people have been asking for. I know for one that the test range in Battlefield 4 was really useful for testing settings, especially your sensitivity, testing some different guns, and also learning to fly some of the vehicles before getting into the main game, and I think this would definitely be a benefit for any future Battlefield. Next up is Prestige or Legendary. I know, it's a COD thing, so evil and bad, but hear me out for a second. When you reach max level, there usually isn't much to do anymore in Battlefield games, besides maybe farming some medals, ribbons, and of course noobs. If you go Legendary, as it's called in Hardline, everything will go back to zero, like your unlocks, war bonds, and more, and then you'll have to go through the full progression bar again. However, you do get a shiny new kill card that your enemies see when you kill him, and maybe some cool new skins for your gun. No further idea on this, but it could give shitbuckets like me more things to do. I know for one that in games like Battlefield, I want people to know that I've played the game for a lot, and I feel like level 140 in Battlefield 4, level 110 in Battlefield 1, it's not hard to get to if you're an avid Battlefield player. I want a game where you don't see that many people at the very top level. Maybe it would give those hardcore fans that have sunk a lot of hours into the game a little bit extra. Talking about skins, bring 3 metallic camos to every weapon that will fill in the metal parts of each gun that you can earn by just getting kills with it. For example, 100 kills would earn a bronze skin, 500 would get you a silver one, 1000 with a weapon will grant you a golden one. Maybe for the first legendary rank you could earn a metallic blue or metallic red skin. Everything is possible. Also, I would love to see the return of the throwing knife and riot shield. For the throwing knife, it's damn fun and a pretty skillful thing that would take over the grenade slot. It would get some drop and flies through the air quite slowly, so you have to lead your target a lot. However, it will always one-hit kill an unarmoured enemy. Another pro would be, besides a new way to play, that there's probably less explosives in the game since less people would use grenades. For the riot shield, forget the way they implemented it in Battlefield 4 because that was pretty bad. In Battlefield Hardline you got points for deflecting bullets, and when you weren't using the shield it would be on your back, protecting you from the rear. How to balance it? Well, it could make you slow, it could also be a great target for knife kills, and of course, your feet stick out. And this isn't even too far-fetched, since during World War I they were experimenting with early shields. It obviously wasn't a success though, but that shouldn't stop DICE adding them in, as there's already a lot of experimental stuff in the game, including everyone's favourite SMG, the Hellriegel. And that's all the time I have for today. If you like the content, consider subscribing. If you like the voice, consider subscribing to myself, aka Art. The link is down in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the battlefield.